Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome everybody to the live national Quran quiz. Alhamdulillah. We're so excited to have you here today. It's the 27th night tonight. So you guys reading and preparing for the Quran is the best thing you can be doing. You can be getting those noggin, getting ready. Alhamdulillah. So I'm going to share the screen. You know what to do. You type in the code on the website, and you're veterans now, you all know what's going on. But before I do anything, share this right now. Share it to your friends, to your family, get everybody. I'm talking to you, Yunus, to you. I want your cousins involved, okay? Harith, you. Nusayba, Rawan, anyone who's out there, do it right now, inshallah. So let's go. We're really excited to get this going. I hope you guys have been preparing. We're going to be doing Juz at 25. Inshallah. Juz 25, we're getting into territory now where people don't really, maybe not as familiar. Alhamdulillah. We've got Bir Sahib Tals again. Bir Sahib, Bir, mashallah. Alhamdulillah. Whoever that is, you need to meet, mashallah. We've got Yahya, the Fab 2. Usman and Maruch, mashallah. Adil, Rayhana with a wink. Rayhana, who are you winking at? I don't know. Quran Club fan is going to be number one. He gets an automatic 2,000 points. 2,000 points, mashallah. He's getting 2,000 points to start off with. Alhamdulillah. We've got Quranic sound bites is in. Crafts in quarantine is in. Of course, if you haven't checked those guys out, they're doing some amazing ideas of things you can do during the quarantine, around the Quran, around Juz Amma. Shout out to them, mashallah. Let's see who else has joined. Let's see. So we got Mr. Hello. Mr. Hello is with us. I'm not weird. We have, of course, and I know this now because don't ask for my Nam. Okay, I won't ask for your Nam, Mr. Nam. There was, who is he? Where is he? Osman Ghazi. Guys, we've got the famous Turk, Osman Ghazi. MashaAllah. Someone's been watching. We've got Yunus Graninja. Yunus is super excited today. Had a call with him earlier today. He was super excited. Rafi is with us. Rafi, salam alaikum. We got the Burnley family, and Rida Noor, Mr. Ilahi. Alhamdulillah, good to see you. Darth Vader's with us. Darth Vader is with us again. Darth Vader sent his wrath, his stormtroopers to me last week because there was lots of mistakes. I had to go over this 3 times of the quiz. And I didn't manage to go through every question because I've just got distracted in different things. People kept calling me, subhanAllah. But guys, I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you're looking forward to it. Let us know, are you excited? May the force be with you. Oh, someone's reciting Quran every day. Alhamdulillah. I named myself, don't name myself. Name myself. Okay, interesting. Someone's not named. There's a lot of things going on here, to and fro. Naming, not naming, who knows. Guys, let's share this round. We're going to give it another minute or so. Let's see how many people we can get, inshallah. I expect less people today. I expect more people today. I don't know. But it's the last 10 nights of Ramadan. Of course, alhamdulillah, the Laylatul Qadr tonight. You have to. Tanim and Neelu is with us today. MashaAllah. That guys, big up the guys all the way down from Chelsea. Although they don't live in Chelsea, they live somewhere else. But they're from Chelsea, as for all intents and purposes, because they support Chelsea Football Club. Don't worry, we will let Chelsea fans in today, but usually we won't let them. Alhamdulillah, the Dar family, Shami family, Ertugrul's with us, Ali Turtle, Yasir. Yasir's been sharing it with his friends, alhamdulillah. Looking forward to this. Today, I'm gonna, my wife, she keeps, look, do I have permission to give her the Quran? Because she doesn't have this. And she complained last week that she can't access the answers. So, what do I do? Because we've gone live. Am I allowed to run out and get her and give her this? What do you think? Comment to me. Yusuf Abdul Rashid is here, mashallah. May the 4th is Star Wars Day, mashallah. It's not May the 4th. It's 19th. I don't know. Yusuf, Wanya, Shami, looking forward to this. I'm going to be nice and I'm going to place this Quran outside on the banister so she can grab it. Alhamdulillah. Let's do this. There have been no exchanges of answers. So this is what I love about YouTube. You just kind of, if you normally did that outside, someone's knocking on the door. Alhamdulillah. So, don't worry, I did not pass her the answer sheet. She's not been aware of anything. Talha Ghannam is involved. Guys, let's be serious here. You don't want to choose my name because I'm not going to give you any bonus points. This doesn't work out there. Quran Club fan had the right idea. He's getting bonus points. But if you name yourself me, what's that? You got to choose. You got to aim higher, guys. Aim higher. Alhamdulillah. So we're going to start. Are you all ready? I can't hear. Are you ready? Neelu Begum's waiting for some answers. Guys, I can't give you answers. You've got to work hard for this. Now, you've got to have the Quran in front of you. I've come up with, I'm going to give you a quick heads up. I've come up with not one, but two new types of questions. Okay, 2 new rounds. It's going to be super exciting, alhamdulillah. But you've got to make sure you have the Quran with you, inshallah. So I'm going to go back to sharing the screen. We're ready to go. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Juz at 25. Alhamdulillah. I always do the countdown and then forget there's a countdown. So, alhamdulillah, we got 2 countdowns. So, a bit of information. This is, of course, brought to you by the Quran Club. If you don't know who we are, where have you been living? Are you under a rock somewhere? Pick up the rock and crawl out, get out, find out about the Quran Club. Join us this year reading the Quran. We've read over 1 million pages this year, alhamdulillah. It's amazing. Each year we've got these people reading around the world. And it's actually amazing because we're all contributing to these global khatams that are taking place. It's free to download. Just literally go to onelink.2/Quran Club and download it, insha'Allah. Of course, we have the Quran Club challenge, which I'm going to play the video for shortly, but this time I'm going to remember to share the audio. So the Quran Club challenge has been amazing. We've had people. One thing I want to give a special shout out for one of the boys. I'm not going to mention his name, but he's been reading Quran all month. In fact, for many months, because he's been there, and he's just given all his money on one of these odd nights as charity. Alhamdulillah. But this video will explain what it is.
Mom, can you please sign me up for the Quran Club challenge this Ramadan? Please, please.
Quran Club challenge? What's that?
It's this cool new feature in the Quran Club app.
I have to read Quran every single day, and you give me a reward for every day I do it.
Oh wow, that sounds amazing. Let's have a look.
Once I've read enough days,
I can buy a cool gift from their shop for Eid.
You can even track my progress from your app to see how much I've read.
Mom, please can you sign us up?
I will sign you up today.
Yay! Yes!
Yes!
Sign your kids up to the Quran Club challenge today and nurture them to love reading Quran. Alhamdulillah. I'm sure you'll all agree that is an amazing, amazing project. Alhamdulillah. It's really making the Quran exciting, fun for kids. We've been doing these coaching calls, which you will get as part of signing up for this. And it's really amazing to see kids excited to read the Quran. Alhamdulillah. It's been really, really good. So sign up for that. You've got the link here to download the app, and then you can sign up on there, inshallah. And I have to mention this because it's the 27th night. Make sure you help us reaching our target in giving money to charity, inshallah. You can guarantee Laylatul Qadr through automatic donations. Even if it's just for the last 3 nights, it's still good. But tonight's the 27th night. Make sure you support us. And inshallah, this is a brief video for that. Imagine giving £10 and it be worth £295,000. That's what happens when you donate on Laylatul Qadr. So you want to make sure you don't miss it. Problem is, you don't know which night it is. Don't worry, the Quran Club helps you automate your donations each night of the last 10 nights to make sure you never miss it again. Simply download our app or visit our website and set how much money you want to give each night of the last 10 nights. We then automatically debit your account each night and give it on your behalf to make sure you never miss it again. Sign up now to guarantee you catch Laylatul Qadr this Ramadan. Quran Club. Connect through Quran. Alhamdulillah. So that is all. Imagine the amazing work that you're going to see there. That is Laylatul Qadr tonight, inshallah. May Allah make it and write it heavy on our scale of good deeds. Give us the reward of it, inshallah. But before I start, I've got a public announcement. Mr. Taha Andre has joined. And he has been cooking iftar and desserts for everyone, mashallah, in his household. The men out there cooking, and not just the women, alhamdulillah. I wanted to give him a shout out. He's messaged us, he's letting us know. And inshallah, give us a bit of fun, inshallah. Mr. Taha, thank you. I salute you for cooking iftar for everybody. MashaAllah. So, are you ready? We're about to start in 3, 2, 1, go. So, this first round is the overview. How well do you know Juz' 25? Now, there are some smatterings of different types of questions in this thing, and we're going to see how this goes in, inshallah. Let's go. Question number 1. What complete or incomplete surah is the first in this juz'? Is it Ash-Shura, Yasin, Fussilat, or Dukhan? What is the first? It can be complete or incomplete, but it's the first one that you'll find in this juz'. Okay, what's the first one? Now, if you haven't been with us before, make sure you have the Quran in front of you. You can open it up, you can get there, and you can find the answer. This is not the type of quiz that you need to know before, or that you should have studied it. But you can have it in front of you, you can get the answer. We've got lots of people answering. All the comments go quiet at this stage. Everyone's typing away, everyone's filling in the quiz. What complete or incomplete surah is the first in this juz'? It's a trick one, this one actually. I'm wondering how many would get it right, because I actually got it wrong myself. But this time I've checked, I'm actually a bit nervous. This whole quiz, I'm going to be nervous, all right? Inshallah, it's all going to be okay. So, it is, of course, Fussilat. So, Surah Ash-Shura is not the first, it's the first complete surah, but actually if you go back and you check a page before, you've got one page of it inside that juz'. SubhanAllah. So we've got Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar is number 1. MashaAllah, Allah. He picked the right name. They picked the right name. Allahu Akbar is first, right? A lot of pressure though. You've got to stay in first place the whole time. Rida and Mujahid number 2, Jelly and Jam in number 3, Fab 2 in number 4, and Baji Big Tooth in number 4. All right. So all to play for though. All to play for. Question 2. How does every surah in this chapter begin? Is it Hamim, Alif Lam Mim, Alhamdulillah, or Ar-Rahman? Is it Hamim, Alif Lam Mim, Alhamdulillah, or Rahman? How does every surah in this chapter begin? Okay, it's actually famous for it. The chapters are named that, and the section of the Quran is named after this particular bit as well, because it's kind of famous for them all starting with this bit. So how does every surah in this chapter begin? Okay, if you've read this, some of you would have read this in Taraweeh very recently. I know that I just got past this, alhamdulillah, in the Taraweeh, as you're making your way to the Khatam. How does every surah in this chapter begin? Is it Hamim, Alif Lam Mim, Alhamdulillah, or Rahman? Now, those joining late, you can join by going to kahoot.it, and you can type in the code, which I'm going to leave in the comment section at the bottom. So it is, of course, Hamim. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah that I actually wrote the right answer. We have, of course, everyone getting that right. Well done, inshallah. Still Allahu Akbar in number 1, but lots of change otherwise. Baji Big Tooth is, guys, Quran Club fan is there in number 4, mashallah, alhamdulillah. Osman Ghazi is the highest climber, jumping 32 places, and then Hamza and Safiya in 4th place. This is going to be a tough one, mashallah. Let's see. Next question. How many complete surahs are there in this juz'? Complete is the key word here. Is it 3, 4, 5, or 6? This is where the numbers get a bit more smaller because the surahs are getting longer. But is it 3, 4, 5, or 6? Let's see if you can remember, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. I'm feeling more energetic today. Seems like getting the quiz mode, quiz master, people getting excited. MashaAllah. Taha's sending a big thank you. He said his wife is going to give him lots of brownie points for cooking and making the dessert, mashallah. Mr. Taha Undre, they say in Arabic, ala rasna, mashallah. Now, let us know if you're joining. We want to send as many shout outs to the kids, to the families, those joining out. We know that Sadaf and her family, Hidayah, taking part in this. Shout out to you guys over there as well. Who is taking part in this quiz today? How many? Let us know. Send us a message, inshallah. So, Taha's saying, if only she did. Right, is it 3, 4, 5, or 6? We'll come back to that, Taha. It is, of course, 4. You know, after every question, I'm going to get a slight Whew, I got the right one, alhamdulillah. So, Allahu Akbar is still in first place. Quran Club fan is in fourth place. Rida Mujahid in second. Big Tooth Hijab. Am I reading that right? B Hijab. There's a lot of way to it. And Hayya is in fifth place, jumped in. 20 people have got answers all correct so far. Right, let's go. This is a multi-select. So you've got to select multiple points here. All right, it's a double point question. So which of these surahs are in the juz'a in full or in part? So you've got to select the ones that are in the juz'a. Okay, is it Zukhruf, Ghafir, Al-Ahqaf, or Fussilat? Now there might be one, there might be two, there might be three, they might all be in it. You got to select the buttons on your keypad. Okay, it's a double point question. So this is where you can really make the difference. This is where we're going to see how you guys jumping. Alhamdulillah. Asif's asking what I ate for suhoor. The funny thing is, I actually had quite boring. I had just porridge. But that's what gives me. It's the 27th night. That's what's making me energetic. Alhamdulillah. Asif was saying we're going to have to get you to present one of these, mashallah. You and your kind of Pir Sahib, mashallah. He's the real Pir Sahib. I bet he's the one that's named himself Pir Sahib, mashallah. So Asif was saying, is it Zukhruf, Ghafir, Ahqaf, or Fussilat? How many of them are in the surah? Asif, let us know. We're checking how you guys getting on. MashaAllah. It is, of course, Zukhruf and Fussilat. That's the correct answer. MashaAllah. I'm not actually sure how that... Can someone let me know? Does that let you type in multiple buttons, or is it just one button? I don't know. It should be both that you type in. So, wow, lots of change there. Darth Vader has taken over Quran Club fan. Darth Vader, look, I know last week you were upset, but you don't need to do that to me. I'm sorry. Allahu Akbar, still in first place. MashaAllah. So, Yahya is a Quran Club fan. Yahya, MashaAllah. He's, MashaAllah, good to see. This is tough. Lots going on here. Let's see how you're getting on. This is a puzzle. You guys know how to do this. You've got to put them in the right order. Place these surahs in the order they appear in the Quran. Okay, so from the beginning of the Quran to the end of the Quran, where you see these. So you've got Shura, Dukhan, Zukhruf, Fussilat. You've got to press them in the order that they appear. Okay, clear? Double points. Let's see how we're going on. All right, insha'Allah. So, someone's saying porridge is not boring. Porridge is not boring, but it's not like anything different is what I meant. You know, it's not like paratha. Once I went to a friend's house and I stayed for suhoor. They made me French toast. I felt that was the first time I've had French toast. Sorry if I'm making you hungry. French toast. Alhamdulillah. So we've got different people taking part. Alhamdulillah. Good to see. Let us know. Drop us a message if you are in this at the moment taking place. Porridge is yum. Nilu loves porridge, mashallah. We've got how many people? 51 answers taking part so far. Spread it. Share the word. Share the love of this, inshallah. We've got, of course, the correct answer is Fussilat first. Then, of course, the last page of Fussilat is in the surah, right? Then Ash-Shura, then Zukhruf, then Dukhan. Good to see so many of you getting it right. Now, guys, make sure you have the Quran in front of you. You can open it, you can check, and you can get the right answer. Alhamdulillah. Right, let's so. Mr. I'm Not Weird is apparently doing okay. MashaAllah. Oh no! Allahu Akbar has dropped. No! Although Rida Mujahid, mashallah. Well done. Usman and Makruh jumped in. What did Allahu Akbar do? He lost it. I told you it's too much pressure to keep that level all this round. Alhamdulillah. So we got a tough round. 3 people's lost their answer streak of 3. All right, next one. Which surah means the smoke? Is it Fussilat, Ash-Shura, Zukhruf, or Dukhan? Which surah means the smoke? So this one you can argue if you're an Arab you have a slight advantage, but to be honest with you, it's the Quran. We all should know it. We all should endeavor to know it. We should all get better at it. We should all become hafiz and aim to become hafiz, inshallah. So this is how we're trying to get as far as possible, inshallah, to understand the different surahs. So Fussilat, Ash-Shura, Zukhruf, or Dukhan. Which one means the smoke? Okay. Now, this actually is a really interesting story. Oh, we've all answered the question. I answered quickly. So it's ad-dukhan. Very good. There was a scholar that once was meeting with the kind of scientists, and actually they said that the earth, before the earth was made, before the universe, there was cold gas. And this scholar said, actually, no, it was hot gas. And they said, no, it's cold gas. And he goes, no, it's hot gas. And he goes, how do you know that? And he goes, because in the Quran it says, وَهِيَ دُخَانٌ it's a Ramadan brain. It's made the ayah slip out of my mind. But it says in the ayah, dukhan means hot smoke. It's hot. And actually, one of the people got back to him later and he said, SubhanAllah, after research of many years, we found out that to be true. SubhanAllah. So many of you got that answer. Let's see what's happening to the rankings. Oh, Fab 2's dropped to fifth place. Maruch and Usman in third. Usman and Maruch. Is that the same person? I don't know. Are they playing twice? Are they technically third and fourth position? I don't know. Darth Vader in second place. Rida Mujahid in first. Wow, this is tough. MashaAllah. Rowan and Umar are Rahsam Zekrum. You've got to explain what that means. What is that? MashaAllah. Let's go. Which surah had the most number of ayahs? So Ash-Shura, Dukhan, Zukhruf, and Jaathiyah. Now, we did the question before. There's only 5 surahs in this whole chapter, right? 4 complete ones. And subhanAllah, you realize actually it's really, someone just said they're sad they can't celebrate Eid this year. It's sad, but you've got the quiz. that's like making up. It's like, yeah, we can't go to my family, but we have the quiz. Yay! Alhamdulillah. So I'm sure many of you would feel like that, mashallah. So we've got, I forgot what I was talking about. Someone saying, I'm surprised you're not bored of French toast. I thought I fed you French toast first. You didn't feed me French toast first. It was actually another guy who might be taking part today, but Imran Khan in his house, he fed me French toast. But it was amazing, mashallah. I'm not saying anyone should send me any French toast, but yeah, it's very nice. Sorry, Ash-Shura, Dukhan, Zukhruf, or Jaathiyah, which one has the most number of ayahs? It is, of course, Az-Zukhruf, mashallah. You know, it makes me so happy when I know I was right. I'm traumatized from last week, mashallah. Good to see. Wow, not much change, but 10 people now have an answer streak of 7. So this is really going down to speed at that level. But amazing to see how you guys are doing. Now, this is a multi-select. This is a tough question, double points. What's the common feature shared across the surahs? Is it they are all Meccan? Is it they have over 40 ayahs each? Is it they all reference revelation in the first 3 ayahs? Or is it they all begin with the same verse? So there's a 10-second delay in this. You've got to note that. That's just because of YouTube's fault, not mine. Blame it on Google, right? But that's how it works. You've got to make sure you leave within or answer within 10 seconds of the talk finishing. I'm sorry about that. We could, and let us know, try different platforms, but unfortunately all of them have a similar sort of problem. But back to the question, which one of these ones is true? This is quite hard. I put this in deliberately because there's actually a depth to a lot of the connectivity between these. Is it that they are all Meccan? Is it that they have over 40 ayahs each? Is it that they all reference revelation in the first 3 ayahs? Or is it that they all begin with the same verse? Let's see how you guys get on. Only 43 answers coming in. It is, of course, they are all Meccan surahs, which is very interesting. And there's a story to be said, which I'm going to mention now, actually, but I'll give you a clue. It will be in next week's quiz, which is the surahs the Prophet ﷺ recited to the disbelievers and names of particular disbelievers. So they're all Meccan. They all reference revelation in the beginning. So they all talk about, Allah Azza wa Jal mentions about, well, you'll see in a second, about how Allah sent revelation, sent the Quran, and they all begin with the same verse, which was Hamim, which we mentioned before. So tough one, and actually many people didn't get that, mashallah. Let's see, there's going to be a big difference in the ranks, I'm expecting, a large change. Oh, Darth Vader's dropped. Salam has dropped up 14 places, but Rida Mujahid right there at the top. They've really pulled away, actually, 16,000. So they need to do what Allahu Akbar did and drop loads of marks, I think, to get back. So really well done. Okay, end of the first round. How are you all doing? Can you catch your breath? Alhamdulillah. Now, we're going to go through a surah and you've got to remember the understanding of what this is going to be saying. So today we're going to be going through Surah Az-Zukhruf, which is Surah 43. It's the gold ornaments, which is the meaning of Zukhruf. So Zukhruf means the gold ornaments. And Allah Azza wa Jalla says in the Quran what means in English as follows. It goes, in the name of Allah, the kind, the caring. Now, before I carry on, you need to really take this in. If you want to make notes, you want to write things down, that's fine. This is not that type of quiz. You can write it down. It's not about memory. It's about retaining and learning. So do whatever you need to remember the stuff that you need to, okay? Because it's all about learning the Quran. It's a different type of quiz. We want you to benefit in this quiz. So it says, in the name of Allah, the kind, the caring. Hamim. Allah will not stop guiding humanity. Now, this, of course, is a translation by Dr. Musharraf. He puts these titles in the sections to let you know what the rest of the verse is going to be talking about. It's a really beautiful translation. Make sure you download it, or don't download it, buy it. It's also available on the Quran Club app. So if you download the Quran Club app, you can read this. It says, by the clarifying book, we sent an Arabic Quran so you may understand. Preserved in the divine tablet securely with us, it is majestic and full of wisdom. Should we turn away and deprive you of this reminder because you are people who have gone beyond the limits? We sent many prophets to the past generations. When a prophet came to them, they mocked him. So we destroyed them. They were stronger than them, and now they are part of history. The prayer for traveling. If you ask them who created the heavens and the earth, they will say they were created by the Almighty, the Knower. Who made the earth flat? And of course, flat here is in the sense of when you're walking, it's not hilly, right? It's not, the earth is not, etc. So who made the earth flat and in it made many paths so that you may find your way around? He sent rain from the sky in carefully measured amounts. With it, we bring dead land to life. Similarly, you'll be brought out alive from graves. He created all kinds of things, made ships and livestock for you to ride on, sitting comfortably on their backs, remembering the bounties of your Lord. And when you are mounted comfortably on them, you should pray, glory to him who made this for our benefit. We weren't capable of controlling it, and we are returning to our Lord. So that's the famous dua you read when you enter a car or you enter a vehicle, you're riding a vehicle. You say, Subhanalladhi sakhara lana hadha wa ma kunna lahu muqrinin wa inna ila rabbina lamunqalibun. It's mentioned in this surah. Disapproval of the discrimination against daughters. Now, one thing to mention here, look, the importance of women in our faith, the importance of looking after our daughters, our sisters, our mothers, etc. Do the idolaters think some of his servants are his offspring? Humans are openly unthankful. So Allah chose daughters for himself and his creation and preferred sons for you. When one of them is given the good news of what he ascribes to the Most Kind, his face turns dark and he is furious. Now notice Allah says good news when he's talking about daughters. It's a beautiful thing to have a daughter, alhamdulillah. And look how people twist it. They turn dark and he is furious. What? One who is brought up in fine jewelry and incapable of presenting a case clearly. They describe the angels who are servants of the Most Kind as females. Were they present at their creation? Their false claims are recorded and they will be questioned. Now, of course, this is a beautiful thing and showing the importance of women. And what Allah is saying is, how can you say something to Allah and actually what? You deny it for yourselves. It's not saying women are inferior. In fact, it's saying the opposite, as I pointed out already. I hope you took note. Ready? Let's go. So, we're going to be going through that surah. You're going to see how much of that you remember. What surah number is Az-Zukhruf? Now, this is a typing question. You're going to type in the number. I put this in as a bit of a trick one, a curveball. What surah number is Az-Zukhruf? You're going to type in your answer and press enter and submit it. This is a curveball question. I curved it right in there. Asif is going, whoa, that's been hit. Asif, I'm sorry. Mashallah. Taha, did you manage? Taha is incredibly, mashallah, athletic. He knew the curveball was coming, and I'm sure Yahya was fully prepared for that. Harith and Nabisha, did you dodge that? Rawan, did you dodge that? Umar and Rawan sent us iftar today, mashallah. So after this, I've got some nice, yummy iftar to look forward to. But what surah number is Az-Zukhruf? Type in your answer. Let's see how you guys are getting on. Let's see how quickly you can do this, mashallah. Some of you are a bit confused. Should have a keyboard, a keypad. Let's type, get your answer, insha'Allah. So, my name is Beat You in TT. What's TT? Mashallah. It is, of course, 43, and 40 of you got that right. Let us know what you thought of that round. I'm going to warn you, there's a few more questions coming in like that, inshallah. So you're going to have to learn to type. We've added a couple more hard questions. So I want you to be able to refer to your notes, refer to the Quran, and see what you want to get, inshallah. Oof, only change in second place. Osman and Maruf going into second. Bozo has climbed up 7 places. Darth Vader and everyone else still in the same place. Let's see how you guys get on. Alhamdulillah. So, what does Zukhruf mean? Let's see who made notes. Does it mean the fat cow, divine tablet, golden ornaments, or the grave? Now, I was going to do some of these ones typing, we have to write, but then I thought people were going to complain about spelling and it's not fair and I got it wrong. I don't know. So we kept it fair, we left it open. How are you guys all getting on? Insha'Allah. Is it, what does Zukhruf mean? Is it the fat cow, divine tablet, golden ornaments, or the grave? Alhamdulillah. Some of you struggling to break into the top 5. It's really at that level of the game, you've got to be on point, answering quick, getting ready. There is a 10-second delay, but that 10-second delay is faced by everyone. So it's a fair playing field. Unless, of course, you have Virgin Media and live in Solihull and your internet's crashed, then it's not my fault. Some of you are complaining about the internet today. Alhamdulillah. Rafit, how are you doing? Are you getting this one right? Zukhruf, it means, of course, the golden ornaments. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah. We've got Osman and Maruf jump back into second place. We've got Fab 2 into top 3. Insha'Allah is jumped up 4 places, mashallah. All the way from South London, we've been asked to give a shout out to Nilu and Tanim, mashallah. Shout out to you guys from South London. Although we don't know if we allow Chelsea fans in here, but alhamdulillah. We're an inclusive bunch, Right, next question. What adjective did Allah use to describe the Quran in this surah? Clarifying, tablet, Arabic, or divine? Now, it says the word Quran there. It doesn't say any other word, and that's all I'm saying here. Is it clarifying, tablet, Arabic, or divine? This is going to throw some people off, I'm sure. Let's see who's paying attention. What word did Allah use here? Yeah, paying attention to it. And it's interesting because actually, I almost gave away the answer. Almost is the key thing here, alhamdulillah. So hope you guys enjoying this quiz. Good way to prepare for, inshallah, the light of power, potentially today, the 27th. Unless you did Ramadan a day later, it's going to be the 26th, inshallah. But what adjective did Allah use to describe the Quran in this surah? Is it clarifying, tablet, Arabic, or divine? What's the answer here, inshallah? So, my brother's isn't loading. Mine is. So some people blaming technology on their problem. It is, of course, Arabic actually here. It does say the clarifying book, but it doesn't say the clarifying Quran. It actually says a Quran and Arabiyan. It actually mentions the word Arabic Quran, which is one of the interesting things because you cannot say this is the meaning of the Quran. You can say this is an interpretation. It's someone translating what they think this verse to be meaning. But there's a beautiful series by Sheikh Hamza at the moment, Sheikh Hamza Yusuf, talking through the Quran, and he just goes and he says, just look at the simple word of "oh" and how many words that can mean. Oh, it can mean or, it can be a conjunctive to mean and, it can be very other things, right? So this is going to be bound to change lots of things. I'm excited to see the leaderboard. No change in the top 5. They all got it wrong. Wow, no points given there. So I'm sure loads of people jumped loads of positions there, mashallah. Next question. What did past generations do to a prophet when they came and brought their destruction? So what thing did they do that brought their destruction? Was it disbelieved in them, mocked them, followed him, or ignored him? Okay, so what did past generations do? And this is mentioned in the surah. You've got to be specific here. What did past generations do when a prophet came to them that brought their destruction? Was it disbelieved in him, mocked him, followed him, or ignored him? You've got to be specific here, okay? Not general. Of course, all of these potentially could be right. Actually, maybe not one of them, but all of them potentially could be right. But we want to know the one that is suited to this question, this surah, okay, what's been mentioned. And actually, there's a deep wisdom here, which we're going to talk about later, insha'Allah. So how are you all getting on? How are you still fasting? You blaming Ramadan and pressing the wrong buttons? MashaAllah, we've got lots of people answering here. So did they disbelieve in him? Did they mock him? Did they follow him? Or did they ignore him? It is, of course, mocked him. And it's one of the things about the Quran. Allah says, He takes, Inna kafaynaka al-mustahzi'in. He says to the Prophet ﷺ that we will take care of those who mock. So disbelieving, you're free. You do what you want. It's okay. You can live and let live. But when people mock you and take the mick and so on, that's when Allah Azza wa Jal takes his vengeance. Very good. So everyone got that right. Fab 2 jumped into second place. Rida Mujahid really pulling away now, still with 2,000 points ahead. But anything can change in this game. And there are some tough rounds coming up. I'm going to tell you now. So what did he send in carefully measured amount? Was it justice, qadar, mercy, or rain? Someone answered before the question even appeared. Who did that? Someone clearly has a massive lag. But inshallah, we'll see how you guys are getting on. So what was sent in carefully measured amounts? Was it justice, qadar, mercy, or rain? Now, of course, we want the specific word used in the surah. We're not doing general, we're doing very specific, inshallah. All right. So what did Allah just send in a very specific amount according to this surah? Is it justice, qadar, mercy, or rain? Which one is it, inshallah? Let's see if you guys can get the right answer here. Battery's running out, plugging in the charge. Notice it's so much brighter today, alhamdulillah. Got lots of light. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for you, but you've got my face to see. Alhamdulillah. So justice, qadar, mercy, or rain. What did Allah send in a carefully measured amount? It is, of course, rain. MashaAllah. Lots of you getting this answers right. Doing really, really well, MashaAllah. Wow. Mahruh and Usman have jumped into third place. Luqman is the highest climber. Wow, incredible. Next question. What are humans openly doing? Unthankful, lying, arrogant, or disbelieving. Now, forgive the grammar, but I'm sure you can make out the context. What are humans openly doing? Are they being unthankful? Are they lying? Are they arrogant? Or are they disbelieving? What was it mentioned in the surah that they're openly doing? Now, what I really love about this is you've now taken away some meanings from the Quran, right? So you've now learned something new and appreciated something that you didn't know before. Or maybe you did know. Maybe you guys are very good at this, mashallah. But it's a new meaning that you've taken, inshallah, an understanding of the Quran. And perhaps maybe you've never read the translation before, and it's the first time you get exposure to the translation. And alhamdulillah for that blessing, inshallah. So we've got the chat's died down. Not many people commenting, mashallah. So maybe people intensely getting in the quiz. Is it unthankful, lying, arrogant, or disbelieving? What are humans openly doing? It is, of course, being unthankful. Yeah. So they were openly disbelieving, but of course, that wasn't what was mentioned in the ayah, right? It's about being openly disrespectful in that way of unthankfulness. Oh, Fab 2 jumped back into fourth place. Wow. Darth Vader still stuck there at 5. We've got Sagittarius is making a comeback gradually. But this is getting tough. I think Rida Mujahid, whoever you are, it's going to be tough to catch you up. Right, double point question, multi-select here. You've got to figure out what 2 things did he make mention that we ride in the passage? Is it camels, horses, livestock, or ship? What 2 things are mentioned, right? So Is it camels, horses, livestock, or ships? Now, you need to mention the word in the translation. And I don't want to talk about the general meanings. I'm talking about the specific meanings that was given there. Okay? Is it camels, horses, ships, or livestock? I was tempted to put motorcycle, but I think you'd all know that one's not right. Alhamdulillah. Someone's messaging, I'm hungry. You're hungry? MashaAllah. We've got the hour to go. How can you be so hungry now? Got to wait a bit more, inshallah. So camels, horses, livestock, or ship. What two things did he make for us to ride? I can't read anymore. Did he make mention that we can ride in this verse? It is, of course, livestock and ships. Okay. Now, it does, of course, include a horse. It's not like you don't make a dua if you ride a horse, but this is the general thing. Alhamdulillah. Wow. Someone's dropped right out, and Zainab has entered into the top 5. Now, we've got to the next round, but before that, we wanted just to give a shout out to our sponsor, Class Tutor Online. They offer really premium tuition. They say they bring the best tutors. They hire from the best places and reviews. And it's just £8 an hour for your students to join in. The first lesson is free. And we'd like to thank them for sponsoring this project, alhamdulillah. Make sure you sign up to them. They're doing some amazing work. And I've been told they're looking for teachers as well, alhamdulillah. So look out for that. And of course, we have to mention about guaranteeing Laylatul Qadr. Now is the night of the 27th night. I won't put the video on. You've seen it already. But the 27th night is upon us. Help us and donate to give to charity. We're giving all the money to charity. There's nothing from the money that you give will be given to us. Alhamdulillah. But make sure this night, if you like these quizzes, just give a donation to whatever cause you want, and that will make me happy. And if I don't, it doesn't go to me, it goes to our general target, and we want that to be good, insha'Allah. Right. Before we mention this next round, I'm going to say this is a new type. You already had a flavor for it. You've got to type in the answers into this to find the ayah. Okay, so you've got to have the Quran in front of you. You will be given a surah and you'll be given an ayah, and you need to find it in that surah. Okay, is that clear? So you've got to be ready. Have the surah in front of you and have the ayah searching for it, and then type in the number. And make sure you type it in right. It's going to be interesting. Let's see. Give us feedback. Let us know what you think of this round. Let's go. Open-ended. So type in the verse number of Surah Ash-Shura. This appears in Surah Ash-Shura, Ayn Sin Qaf. Right? What verse number is this in Surah Ash-Shura? Ayn Sin Qaf. What's amazing about the Quran is if I was to ask you to string a combination of letters together from the English alphabet, it'd sound horrendous, like K, P, Q. But when you hear Ayn, Sin, Qaf, it has a real beauty and eloquence to it, right? Ayn, Sin, Qaf. And Allah knows best about its meaning, but it doesn't feel odd or strange. And that's really quite remarkable. It's difficult. Try and string some letters yourself together, right? Alhamdulillah. So what verse number is this? Someone commented, they liked my KPQ. KPQ. Right. Ayn Sin Qaf is, of course, and it's taking its time to load. It is, of course, verse 2 and 33 if you got that right. Wow, that's a lot of you making a difference. So, alhamdulillah, that was an easier question to hopefully warm you up. But you get the point now. You understand how it works. Oof, not much change in the top. 18 people have now got 5 answers correct in a row. Next one. In Surah Ash-Shura, where's this verse appear? So this is Surah Ash-Shura again. وَيَسْتَجِيبُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَيَزِيدُهُم مِّن فَضْلِهِ وَالْكَافِرُونَ لَهُمْ عَذَابٌ شَدِيدٌ. Where is that ayah? Right? So you got to search through. This is my favorite round. Let us know what your favorite round is. But I'll tell you why I love this one. Because I've got you reading the Quran. You're reading quickly, going through the different pages to try and find it, right? Even those who've memorized the Quran, unless you are like Dr. Zakir Naik or something, who can just say the verse, you're going to probably need to do the same thing, right? You're going to flick through it. This is really going to test speed. I think there'll be changes in the scores here. وَيَسْتَجِيبُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَيَزِيدُهُم مِّن فَضْلِهِ وَالْكَافِرُونَ لَهُمْ عَذَابٌ شَدِيدٌ. Let's see where you guys end up. So 36 answers in already. It's a bit of a longer round. I've given you extra time because it does take time to go through it. There's different techniques. Those who've studied with me in Sunday school, those kids know who they are. We play this game all the time. It's a really good game to get you improving your reading because it's getting you familiar with letters. That time pressure is getting familiar. Of course, 15 seconds left. That means there's 5 seconds left. It means there's not much time because there's a 10-second lag. Make sure you put in your answers as quickly as possible. Hopefully none of you are slipping the name or the thing in the wrong place. You've got to put that in correctly. Alhamdulillah. It is, of course, it takes a while to load the answers for this. Verse 26, 25 of you got that correct. I had to like triple check these to make sure they're right. I hope they're right, but it looks like they are, mashallah. Oh, loads of change. Wadsum has jumped into 4th place. Yahya in 5th. Fab2 jumped back into 2nd place. This is tough, mashallah. Type in the verse number of this ayah in Surah Az-Zukhruf. So Surah Az-Zukhruf here. وَإِنَّا إِلَىٰ رَبِّنَا لَمُنْقَلِبُونَ. Where does this appear in Surah Az-Zukhruf? وَإِنَّا إِلَىٰ رَبِّنَا لَمُنْقَلِبُونَ. Surah Az-Zukhruf, where does that come in? Which ayah does that appear? Alhamdulillah. Someone has sent a bunch of food emojis on the chat. Mr. Harith, are you trying to make people hungry on purpose? That's not fair. We are not me. YouTube has blocked that. It said it's not allowing it. It knows it's Ramadan and it's blocked it. Alhamdulillah. So, where's this ayah fitting in? How are you finding this round? Is it easy? Is it hard? I love it because it's making you read the Quran. It's making you open up and find it and get the right passages. وَإِنَّا إِلَىٰ رَبِّنَا لَمُنْقَلِبُونَ. Where does that fit in? Yeah? So, Surah Az-Zukhruf. Those of you who are attentive will know that we just went through Surah Az-Zukhruf before, right? So we went through it, we went through the meaning. And again, if you're paying attention, you should know where this fits in straight away. But you'll be forgiven for letting it, alhamdulillah. I'm sorry, Harith, I called you out. Apparently it's your sister sending food emojis. Getting your brother into trouble, mashallah. So, وَإِنَّا إِلَىٰ رَبِّنَا لَمُنْقَلِبُونَ. Alhamdulillah. So, Nusayba, Juwairia, are you with us today? I've not seen any messages, alhamdulillah. Drop us a reminder. Ruru is asking for a shout out. Welcome to you, Ruru. It is, of course, verse 14 and 30 if you got that right. Alhamdulillah. Wadsum is making a historic climb up here, mashallah. Rida and Mujahid doing amazingly well. Really good job. Right. Time is escaping us. So type in the verse number of this ayah in Surah Al-Dukhan. Kam taraku min jannatin wa uyun. In Surah Al-Dukhan. Right? Is it Kam taraku min jannatin wa uyun. In Surah Al-Dukhan. We've been told Nusayba and Juwairia is with us today. Alhamdulillah. They've joined, but they're late. Why are you late? Don't you have it blocked in your calendar at 7 p.m. is the quiz night? La hawla la quwwata illa billah. Kam taraku min jannatin wa uyun. Umar al-Rawan, how are you doing? Inshallah, I'll give you bonus points for sending us iftar, mashallah. Let's see. I'm looking forward to eating that shortly. Yum, yum, yum. Where does this ayah fit in? So those who joined late, of course, you have to type in the ayah number here. This is a harder question. Give them more time for it because you have to spot it. But it's getting you reading the Quran. It's opening the Quran, making you flick through it. It's building your familiarity. Now, one thing I want to say here is we really should make a habit of reading the Quran after Ramadan, right? So we're coming to that point when people really begin to put the Quran away. Some people will finish the khatam today and they will stop reading it, right? But we want you to carry on reading, continue reading it. That's why we set up the Quran Club Challenge to get people. Yunus has signed up to the Quran Club Challenge. We had someone today who's, mashallah, been reading every single day since we started it for early on, 4 or 5 months ago, mashallah. They've been reading every single day. Actually, when they miss a day or two, it's surprising. And I message them and I go, what happened? They go, oh, our internet broke or something. But of course, this ayah is verse 25 and 34 of you got that right. MashaAllah. Really good job. Lots of change going on here. So Yahya is in 4th place, Mahruh and Usman down to 5th. Right. One more. Type in the verse number for Surah Al-Jaathiyah for this ayah. Surah Al-Jaathiyah. وَإِذَا عَلِمَ مِنْ آيَاتِهِ شَيْئًا اتَّخَذَهَا هُزُوًا أُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمْ عَذَابٌ مُهِينٌ. Where does this ayah come in? I find it really hard. I don't know if other people do it. If you just say, read this ayah, and it's a random ayah, it just feels like it's hard to get into how to do it. وَإِذَا عَلِمَ مِنْ آيَاتِنَا شَيْئًا اتَّخَذَهَا هُزُوًا أُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمْ عَذَابٌ مُهِينٌ. MashaAllah. Now just to say, Dr. Musharraf has sent a message saying thank you for featuring his Quran translation, mashallah. Allah bless him for doing the translation and what he's doing, mashallah. Amazing, amazing work. Imagine you translated a Quran. Like, there are few things that would get you more reward than making the Quran accessible to people. The amount of time people will be reading it, the kind of reference point that they're going back to, just imagine just how much reward they'll be getting, subhanAllah, right? Miss Dr. Musharraf, honestly, incredible job. Real inspiration. MashaAllah. وَإِذَا عَلِمَ مِنْ آيَاتِنَا شَيْئًا اتَّخَذَهَا هُزُوًا أُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمْ عَذَابٌ مُهِينٌ. MashaAllah. So, lots of answers coming in. People still searching. I can see not all the answers have come in. The time is almost up. It is, of course. There's always like a moment where it's thinking in the computer. Verse 9 and 36 people got it correct. MashaAllah. Dania Chowdhury's jumped into the top 5. Wow. Okay, so lots of change. Rida Mujahid really pulling away from this, but the rest is quite tight. So we're through to the final round. This is, can you memorize all the words from this surah? Now, I've tried to shorten the quiz, but I think we have a couple more minutes to go. Surah Al-Dukhan is the choice for today's surah. And of course, Surah Al-Dukhan we mentioned means smoke. So Al-Dukhan means smoke, okay? So we start off. Hamim. Now these are just letters. They don't have, well, no one knows the specific meaning of them, rather. Only Allah and His Messenger know. Wal kitabi, by the book. Now the waw here is a qasam. Allah is making an oath. So the waw is called waw al-qasam. Wal kitabil mubin, the clear. So by the clear book. Inna anzalnahu, inna, indeed we, anzalnahu, revealed it, right? Fi, in, laylatin, a night, mubarakah, blessed, a blessed night, which is of course Laylatul Qadr, mashallah. Inna, indeed we, kunna, we are, so we, like in the past tense, kana yakunu, from the past, mundirin, ever warning. Fiha, therein, so inside it, therein, yufraqu, is made distinct, kullu, every, amrin, affair, hakim, wise. So every wise affair is made clear here. Amran, a command, min, from, indina, from us. Inna, indeed we, kunna, are, we are, mursilin, ever sending. Rahmatam, as a mercy, min, from, rabbika, your Lord, innahu, indeed he, huwa, he, again, as-sami'u, is the all-hearer, al-alim, okay, which is of course the all-knower. As-sami'u, the all-hearer, al-alim, the all-knower. Right, went through those quite quick. Hopefully you guys making notes, writing it down. Let's see how you all get on. So can you memorize these words? First question, what does this word mean? Now we've got some new things in this exercise as well, but first it's familiar. Anzalnahu, is it sent it, showed it, revealed it, or wrote it? Anzalnahu, sent it, showed it, revealed it, or wrote it. What does that mean? Inshallah. Now back to the normal timing for these questions. Alhamdulillah. Someone's wrote something which I don't quite understand. But anzalnahu, what does it mean here? Now a lot of these words do have multiple meanings. I've tried to deliberately avoid the ones which can mean it as well. So the correct answer here is the word that we just saw and what it means there. Okay, but it does, as always, have multiple meanings. It has meant to, because most words in language do. Alhamdulillah. They were saying that, actually I'll talk about that in the next round, inshallah. So we've got, what does this word mean? Anzalnahu, is it sent it, showed it, revealed it, or wrote it? It is, of course, revealed it, mashallah. Good job. So, Rida and Mujahid right at the top there. 6 people have now got an answer streak of 6. What does this word mean? Inna, indeed you, indeed we, indeed us, or indeed I. What does inna mean? Right? Is it indeed you, indeed we, indeed us, or indeed I? Inna is a really interesting word, and it's kind of what we I won't say too much. I don't want to land myself into trouble. Alhamdulillah. So it's the combination of 2 words, and of course you notice that that's not giving away too much. So we have indeed. So inna is the word indeed, and then you have the alif, and of course I can't say what that is. Is it indeed you, indeed we, indeed us, or indeed I? Alhamdulillah. Indeed we. Very good. All of you getting that right, mashallah. Oof, what some has come out of nowhere and is now in 2nd place. That's very impressive, mashallah. What does this word mean? Wal kitabi. By the book, with the book, and the book, to the book. Now you've got to think about what I explained in the description, right? So, by the book, with the book, and the book, to the book. What does wal kitabi mean here? Now, of course, kitab means book, and I know you all know that bit. But what does the rest of it mean? What's different here in this context of the ayah, right? And what's the point out here is how Allah Azza wa Jal uses different, well, just language generally is one of the most complex, miraculous things in existence, right? A single word can mean the different meanings completely based on its context, right? So you know that, I know that, but try and teach a computer that or an inanimate object. It's very difficult. It's not like a set rule, but there's this mystery behind it, mashallah. So wal kitabi, of course, means by the book, because the waw here was a qasam, as I explained. It was an oath that Allah is placing. Yahya into 3rd place, closely behind Wadsum. We've got 7 players who've answered 12 correct in a row. It's impressive. What is the Arabic word used in this? There's a different round. It means is made distinct. You've got to select the word that is correct here. So what is the Arabic word used in the surah for is made distinct? I've changed this a bit to see how you manage with a different type of question. So is it mundhirin, laylatin, yufraqu, hakim? Which one of those words means is made distinct? Is it mundhirin, laylatin, yufraqu, hakim? We've got to keep you on your toes. We're trying to come up with new rounds, new types of quizzes to keep it really fresh and exciting. It's really good to see all of you taking parts, right? So mundhirin, laylatin, yufraqu, hakim. Which one of those means is made distinct? So seeing who is paying attention. You've got to learn words from English to Arabic and Arabic to English. And make sure you know both of them, of course. Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah. It's so lovely outside. The sun is just pouring in, mashallah. It is, of course, yufraqu. And we have, Marukh has jumped back into the top 5, but the others remain unchanged. Beat you in a TT is making a comeback, getting 3 in a row. Beat me in TT did not beat me in TT. TT apparently being table tennis, but it was rigged. The referee was dodgy. What is the Arabic word for ever sending? أنزلناه عندنا منذرين مرسلين. Ever sending. What is it? أنزلناه عندنا منذرين مرسلين. What does it mean? Ever sending here. Now, those who have studied with me before, who's DJ Neva has joined the game. You can join by typing in the code right at the bottom, which I'll put in the chat here. And you can, of course, go to the website cahoots.it and you can enter the code in, inshallah, and join in. And then you can fill in. So, أنزلناه عندنا منذرين مرسلين. What is ever sending? Now, those who've studied with me before will know that a certain structure gives meaning, right? So whatever the structure of a word, we call it sarf, indicates a different form or emphasis on that particular word. And it is, of course, mursilin. So that's idea of doing something over and over again, okay? Inaya is the highest climber. She's jumped 3 places. Not much change in the top 5. What does this word mean? Blessed. Is it Hakim, Amrin, Mubarakatin, Mursilin? What does blessed mean in this context here? Hakim, Amrin, Mubarakatin, Mursilin. All right. So this one would be familiar to many of you because this word is, of course, sounds similar to words you may have heard before. But what does it mean here? So blessed, is it Hakim, Amrin, Mubarakatin, or Mursilin? Let's see who's getting the answers here. Good to see those joining us right through to the very end. MashaAllah, lots of people participating. Alhamdulillah. Ramadan gets tough. Of course, this may be the very last quiz of Ramadan, unfortunately. But hopefully you're all enjoying this and loving the quiz. Let us know if you want us to carry this on after Ramadan, inshallah, and if you're excited to do this as well. It is, of course, Mubarakatin. MashaAllah, most of you getting that right. So, we wanted to mention the Quran Club Challenge again. Nurture your kids to love reading the Quran. You can download it, you can sign it up. All these kids can see, become attached. They associate happiness, earning rewards with reading Quran. And that's a long-term gift as a parent you can give them. And we're, of course, offering 4 free live coaching sessions for anyone who signs up. And we're happy to walk you through setting up a habit for your son or your daughter, inshallah. But let's go for the podium. In 3rd place, it is, of course, Yahya. Well done, Yahya. Round of applause. Wadsum in 2nd place. And in 1st place is Yahya, Taha's wife, by the way. I don't know. Rida and Mujahid in 1st place. Whoever you are, drop us a message, mashallah. Make sure you give us feedback on the quiz. I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you drop us a message and let us know. On your keypad, you should see different stuff on your phone, being able to answer how you get it. So, Yahya has beat Taha. Thank you, mashallah. I will give you a special bonus prize, mashallah, for that. Good to see everyone taking part. Let us know how you enjoyed that. Did you enjoy that quiz today? Will you be joining us after Ramadan? Has it got you reading more Quran? And if it does, drop us your feedback. It's good to hear. And we want to get more and more people taking part. I've been your host and your quiz master, Taha Ghannam. Inshallah, please make dua for me in these last blessed nights. Please make a donation through Quran Club. Make sure you make the most of it. This is when the du'as are answered. Make dua that our efforts through Quran Club and the quiz are accepted, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Salam.